Welcome to our beauty salon. Today we are going to treat you with a very beautiful and fresh makeup. And we have a very beautiful brand in our hair salon, which is Flower Nose, that is going to treat you with a very beautiful, relaxing makeup. And we are also going to be doing a hair analysis and treatment with a haircut. We're gonna start by checking your skin, and I think we can add a little bit of moisturizer, and for that we are gonna be using our Flower Known wash out just to add a little bit of glow. This is perfect with that. And also our beauty salon moisturizer. Now I do see a few signs of dryness, but with this we're gonna solve it quite easily. We are just gonna apply it in these areas here. Now what I love about this moisturizer is that it doesn't leave your skin feeling oily or anything like that. It also helps mute the redness. Let me just start here like that. It does feel fresh, yes. Especially with this wash out, it's just so nice and cool on the skin. Very good. Now, I remember that you called us for the appointment and said that you had issues with your hair and split ends. Okay. My colleague is going to help you with that. They are already aware of the issue that you're telling us. And also for the haircut. Very good. Doesn't it feel good? Yeah. I love that it comes in a little pouch like this. Now, I also like to add a little bit of this moisturizer here. It's very, very gentle on the skin, and to be honest, it's just so beautiful, isn't it? I know. Yeah. So we need to do this, and it has a little bit of sparkle here, as you can see. I use it to add a little bit of color and sparkle that we're going to apply a little bit on the top of your eyebrows before we start working with them. And so, very cute. Now let me just brush them here. Like that. For the eyebrow color, I would like to use the Flower Known palette, that it also has colors that is gonna work perfectly for the eyebrows and for the eyes. Isn't that a beauty? Yeah. I think this tone right here could work very, very good. So you can see the color. And just get a brush here. I'm not gonna apply too much. I don't want to overdo it either. Just a speck to fill it up, okay? This is not to add too much strength to the eyebrow, just barely covering the areas without too much volume in the eyebrow. A little cover up, yes. Like so. Now, as a base, I like to use this tone here. It's very, very light and subtle, as you can see. Very beautiful tone. Can you close your eyes, please? Now, this doesn't need a primer. Pigmentation is very, very good. Close your eyes, please. Thank you. Like so. A little bit more on this area. And it's very fresh, yes. It's not that strong with feeling heavy. Let me just add a bit nice here. Now let's go with a tone, right? This one. Beautiful, isn't it? I'm going to use a two-tone base. Let's use a two-tone base here. Like that. Then we are gonna go with a bit of shimmering. For that, we're gonna use this little star in this area. Look at that. It is just magical, isn't it? Very, very beautiful. Not too much. Close your eyes, please. Very good. That's perfect. Very, very good. I like to add a bit, a hint, a stronger color. Let's work with this one. Shimmering. Eyes closed, please. Good. There we go. Now let's go with a bit of eyeliner, but I also want to use this part here that can work as a very beautiful subtle brush. Look at that tone. Just a bit here. The trick here is not to overdo it, not to apply too much, because that overrides what we're trying to do here. Very subtle, fresh makeup. You can see yourself here. Isn't that a very cute mirror? Just to see the colors. Very, very beautiful. But we are not done yet. We're gonna add the eyeliner. Just a bit, very, very close to the lashes. Again, very fresh, very minimal makeup. And just get here. Eyes closed, please. Good. Very good. This area too. Now to help the blush, we're going to be using this blush from Flower No. 2. It looks like a very cute cake. Look at that tone. It can be used as a blush and also for the lips. Oh, what a pretty rosy color is it? I apply a bit to my fingers so we can dab it into your cheeks. Not too much. The secret here is very gentle and subtle, like that. Good. And for the lips, we could use this one, but I think we can work with something else. Let me just bring it. I'm gonna give you also a gift as this purse mirror from Flower No. As a token of our gratitude for taking this package today. Let me just bring the other colors that I think will match you perfectly. I think this one is gonna work great. It's a little bit stronger, but it's perfect for the lips. I'm gonna do facial lips like this. Good, thank you. Very good. Yeah, this is a slightly stronger color. This is a Strawberry Cupid collection, the Cake Lip Cream. Very beautiful. A bit stronger than this one. But as you can see, the design is very, very cute. Yeah, like Rococo. Then we have this one that is gonna work great to add a little bit more of tone to the skin. Just gonna do a little swipe here. It works perfectly with the blush too. As you can see, it depends on the skin color. My skin, it's a bit more olive, so it's almost the same, but you can still notice it. Okay, just a bit here. Yeah, like plum. Very, very cute. Okay. Now we are gonna seal the makeup. Okay. Like that. So now you have your makeup ready. It looks beautiful. It really works great on you, the subtle colors. Now, we are gonna be working with my partners here with your hair. That will be all for me, and I just wanted to let you know that we have the Flower Nuns products available here at our beauty salon in case that you would like to purchase some. The little mirror that I was telling you about, this is complimentary for you, so there is no extra pay for this. Okay, so now you may join me to this area so we can start with your beautiful hair. This way. So tell me more about your hair. Okay, it's worrying you about the split ends? Okay, well, please take a seat. Let me prep you up. I'm gonna be analyzing your hair first and see what we can do for it, okay? Okay, let me put your hair up here. There we go. Can I offer you a bottle of water, some tea, coffee? You're okay? Okay, great. There we go. Very well. So you're telling me that you're worried about your ends, right? Oh, you're letting your hair grow? Oh, perfect. Let's see. You have very beautiful hair. Well, I do see what you're talking about. Are you wearing any hair products at the moment? Hair gel, oils, spray, leave-in conditioner? Okay. So let's see. Let me just comb in a little bit. Well, it's not that tangled as you will expect. That is a big hint that the split ends are a big problem when you're having problems to brush or comb your hair. Well, I see that there is some dryness in your hair, even though you're wearing leave-in conditioner. We can treat that, and that could be a cause of your split ends. But overall, seems pretty healthy. And what we can do for you today and helping you remain with the length and letting it grow, we can use the twist and cut technique, which means that we are going to be twisting your hair like this, and you see these baby hairs flying around. Those are the split ends that we should be cutting directly with scissors. Okay, that is going to help you remain with the length, but I do suggest you to take at least ½ inch of the split ends. If that's okay with you, don't worry, the length is going to stay the same. We're just cutting the driest parts of your hair, if you allow me. That is okay with you? Very well. For the rest of the hair, we're going to be using the twist technique, okay? So don't worry about it. Now, for this, we are going to be doing it a little bit with dry hair. This technique allows me to see the full dryness of your hair and work with there, okay? And after that, after the cut, I would like to add a treatment for the dryness in your hair. Yeah, that is going to help you a lot with the split ends, okay? Very well. Let me prep that for you. One moment, please. Okay, so I just put my hair up so it's not in the way, and I brought these two treatments. I would like to use this Aveda Damage Remedy Cream on your hair. It's gonna allow it to repair those cut parts on the split ends that you have after we cut them. It's like when you have a wound and you start seeing this little scab. This is what it's gonna do with your hair after we cut the damaged split ends. Okay, and we are also gonna be using this Luga Durata from Color Dimension treatment for your hair. It's gonna leave it very, very shiny and smooth. Okay, so let's gonna do it here. I don't really like to work with wet hair or dry hair like this, especially if they want to focus on the split ends, because when it's wet, well, you don't really see where the damage is. So I'm just gonna ask you to be very still because I'm gonna be measuring your hair, and we don't want to cut too much. There is not much damage, but it's good that you came at this time, because I will say 2 to 6 months and the problem will get really, really bad if it's not treated. So it's good that you're doing it now. Okay, so we're cutting only 1/2 inch of your hair, and then we're gonna be doing the twisted technique. Okay, and you're ready? Okay, let's try here. It's kind of tricky when the hair is this long. You want to be very careful with the tips of the hair. You want to make it look natural fall. Some hairdresser just make the line. That doesn't look pretty, especially if your hair is super straight. It's very noticeable. You want to make the line look natural growth. There we go. See all these damaged split ends just falling away. And after I'm done with this, I'm gonna show you with the twist and cut technique that you can do at home too, whenever you feel that there are some split ends. But it's very important to have your hair cut on the ends from time to time, because remember that the tips are the driest part of your scalp, of your hair. There we go. I'm going to be using also a special brush, which is this one. It's very good to treat hairs like yours that are very, very dry and tend to break very easily. You can feel how it slides through your hair. Without damaging it. There we go. Okay. Now I'm going to ask you to be very still. There we go. Okay. Let's do the measurements here. twist technique. Just as it sounds, you're gonna be getting a little bit of your hair. Let's say this. And what you're gonna do is just twist it like this. Not too tight, okay? Then you're gonna start seeing baby hairs flying down outside of the twist. That's what you are gonna be cutting. That's where you're gonna be seeing the split ends. Now I'm gonna be cutting them all for you, but with time they're gonna be appearing again. So you're just gonna be doing this, cutting those baby rock hairs like that, wherever you see them. Then we do it again with a part of your hair. Twist, twist. Normally you start showing the split ends at the half of your hair. It's pretty rare to see them at the top, so you want to be working down below since you have pretty long hair. Like so. What you can do, let's say that we already did this. What I'm doing is just putting them away. I already know where it is, but for you can be a little bit difficult, so you can put it up in like that, so you then don't get confused with a new set of hair. Twist, 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 like so. Then we start cutting. There we go. Beautiful. Your hair's pretty long. It's looking beautiful. But it's pretty common for people with really long hair to have this kind of problem. Or even if you use the wrong type of hairbrush. Normally for very dry hair or curly hair, I do recommend things like this with very wide prongs that doesn't get stuck in your hair. You see how easy it is to brush? There we go. So we twist here. The back of the head can be a little bit tricky if you want to do it at home. Oh, it fell. But it can be done, it can be done. Just for you, it won't be that much of a problem because of the length. But for short hair, what you can do is go down like this, or put it to the side, or have someone help you with it. There we go. Excuse me. Excellent. That looks great. Now you can feel your hair on the tips. It's the driest part. I would like to cut another half an inch, but I know that you want to keep growing it. It's okay. It's not that much. I can still manage these little split ends here. Normally the split ends are very, very noticeable. So I take most of the hair, just go trimming. good. Okay, that looks perfect. Okay, now I would like you to join me into the washing station, and there we're gonna do the deep shampoo conditioner with our damage remedy, which is gonna be this one. Okay, you can follow me. Okay, you're comfortable like that? Okay, good. Now I'm gonna be washing your hair with this very deep in conditioner to repair your hair. So I was saying this is gonna put a little scalp into the little hairs that we just took off the splits, and that's gonna help it repair it. Very well. Here we go. Okay, we are done. Okay, well, I'm gonna take you now to the chair. Here's a little bit wet. Okay, let's go. Gonna be walking you. Here it is. Okay, now you can sit. There we go. Okay, excellent. Now, for this treatment to work, we're gonna be using this spray on wet hair. It has to be on wet hair and dry up naturally. We cannot use hot air at all, okay? So we're gonna be leaving your hair like this. I'm gonna dry it as much as I can with a towel, but it needs to be left like that. It cannot be used with hot air. It's very important. So, I'm gonna close your eyes. Now, let's go with the treatment. We do have that treatment here for sale, but it's very important because not to use a blow dryer, because if you do that you're gonna burn your hair. Okay, it has an agent that can be very dangerous in contact with hot air. Okay, but it's perfect. You can use it once or twice a month to help your hair get protected. There we go. Okay, now I'm gonna be brushing it. Remember, we need it to be like this. It's not dripping wet anymore, but it's still a little bit wet. Once you go outside, it's gonna start drying up pretty fast. Okay, so let's see if there is any dry parts that I see. It does. Now it feels so different. You can actually touch your hair, feel how different it is. Well, I'm very happy that you enjoyed the treatment. Now, I will ask you not to wash your hair for the next, I will say, I would prefer 24 hours if it's possible, so the treatment can go deep into the hair and stay there and bond with your hair. But 12 hours, it's okay. but preferably 24 hours, okay? And also no hot air into your hair, okay, at all, or any other thing that can, like a hair straightening, anything like that, okay? Very well. So here in the reception we have the products if you want them. This is Salon size. The ones that we sell are a little bit smaller. And I also use this. This is a slicked spray. This is especially for your type of hair, but it's not necessary. What you would like to have is this one, the damaged hair remedy. This I will use it just twice a month too, at the same time that you use this one, to prevent hair damage and especially split ends. Well, it was a complete pleasure. Right here in the reception, our helper can help you. Okay? It was a pleasure. Take care. Bye bye. How are you doing? Let's see. Okay. It's your first time in our salon. So you want to have a complete hair analysis? Yeah? Okay. Let me see. I see that you already filled up some of your information online. So thank you so much for that. We just need to fill up a couple of things more. Is your hair virgin? Which means it has never been treated with permanent or like hair straightening or curling, or you have been treated with bleach. Okay, very good. Normally we want to have a full history of your hair so we can provide you with the best hair products for you. Any troubles with hair diseases such as dandruff or psoriasis, or maybe lice that you have trouble with in the past? Okay, dandruff only. Yeah, that's pretty common. It's one of the reasons that mostly 90% of our clients come. Yeah, most of the time people think that dandruff is because you are not taking care of your hair or you're not washing it, when the trouble consists in just bacteria that is in our scalp that we normally don't know how to remove it completely, and if we don't do it completely, it keeps returning, even though you're using over-the-counter shampoos that tells you that it's gonna remove dandruff. Now they only help you with the symptoms, which is the itchiness, but it doesn't solve the problem, the underlying problem. Okay, so I think that will be all the information that I need for now. So let me tell you what we are going to be doing today here. I'm going to be doing a full analysis of your hair from the roots up to the tips of your hair. We want to see its condition, how it behaves when we touch it, when we brush it. We want to know what are the special needs of your hair, so we can recommend you the best hair products for you, and in any case a treatment. Okay, so at the moment, are you wearing any hair products such as gel, hairspray? Nothing like that? Okay, let's take a pic first. We are gonna go with a computer image of your scalp. For that, I'm gonna be using this camera that I'm gonna be placing it directly into your scalp to have a clear image in the computer. We want to see how is the health of your scalp. Okay, so let's let's start here. There we go. Normally we want to do it on this area, and then we're moving to the back. Okay, there we go. There we have a screen capture. Let's go a little bit to the back, like there. Okay, there we go. Now, normally when your head itches, let's say that you're having dandruff, normally where is located the itchiness? Because with dandruff, the curious thing is that it's not all in the head. It can be located in certain parts around the side. Okay, I'm gonna check that too. Oh, right there. Okay, so let me just tie up my hair so we can continue with the completely analysis. Good. Okay, we have the rendering of your scalp images here. Now if you want to see in this area, you will notice that there is some redness located here. It could be caused because you've been scratching the area too much, which will make the area very tender and actually open up the area. So we want to prevent that, okay? Now, I don't see any signs of dandruff at all, which seems like it's completely clear for you. I do see patches of dryness, as you can see in this picture. You see how it's a little bit cracked up? Yeah, that's because of the dryness. I saw on your information that you use the blow dryer quite a lot. Normally, in what heat setting do you have it? The highest. Okay, we want to change that for the lowest, at least for some time, so your head can rest a little bit from the heat, okay? And we're gonna have to give you a cream that is gonna nurture the scalp again, so it's not dry like how we see it here. Let's compare it to a desert, a completely dry desert, that when you put water, it completely absorbs it, but it's still completely dried out. We need to nurture the area with a cream that, actually I have it right here, that we're going to be using it to treat the scalp in a gentle massage form, that I'm going to help you with it in a little bit, okay? Let me just put a note here that we're going to give you that. But besides that, everything seems normal in your scalp, and also in your roots. They are growing pretty normal, so it's a very healthy thing to have. Normally when we have roots that are a bit broken, that is a hint that something is not working into the pores of the capillarities of our hair. Now let's gonna move into the rest of your hair. So at first glance, I see that there is not a lot of shininess in your hair. That could be because of the hair products that you use. Most of the over-the-counter shampoos that we see at stores contains a lot of salt in it and sulfates. All of this just kills up our hair and gave us a vicious cycle that we want to buy a new product to help our hair when this product is actually damaging our hair, so we can continue buying expensive products or even cheap products, you know. So well, it's pretty manageable, which is good. I want to know if it tangles normally or if it's smooth. It all depends on the hair type, of course. We all have different hair types, so it differs from person to person. But something that we really need to take into consideration is the hair products that we use, and also the quality of the water that we have to take a shower or a bath. This is almost impossible for us to control because of the areas that we live. I used to live in a city that its water was very, very heavy, filled with minerals and chlorine, and it leave your hair like cardboard. It was something that you cannot control. You have to kind of put it into a balance with hair products to help your hair and soothe it away because of the hard water that we had. So it depends on the type of water that you use to clean your hair, and of course the hair products. Some hair products can help relieve the damage that some water can do to your hair. Now, okay, your tips seem pretty healthy. I don't see much breakage, which is good. How often do you cut your hair? Okay. Will you consider your hair to be fast growing or slow? In the middle? Okay. Now, let me do a little test here. Okay, I use my comb in the area. Right here. Good. Let's see how much hair it falls down. Normally this is a good indicative that we have hair loss or that is not strong enough with the hair. Okay, that's good. Very well. Let me take notes here. Now, the fallout is pretty normal in your case. Your tips are very healthy. It doesn't get tangled that easily. So, I do notice that there is some frizz going on there. I would say in a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the highest frizz you have ever seen, you're around in a 6. It's still pretty big, but it's completely manageable without going to permanent methods such as hair straightening. Okay. Well, so with the hair analysis that I have done on your hair, I would like to suggest the cream. This one is gonna help the scalp rehydrate again and nurture it, going back to its normal self. You're gonna feel it really smooth and it's not gonna be itchy at all. It feels great here. You only need to do this twice a week. It's very, very strong, so it helps greatly with that. Now, for daily use or whenever you wash your hair, you're gonna use a product. This one is from Castor. This shampoo is a multi-protection shampoo that is gonna help you nurture your hair and help it control the frizz. We want to control it. We want these little baby hairs not flying around. We want it to stay down, okay? And this one is what it's gonna be doing. I really recommend you to use it at least 3 to 4 times per week, okay? And we want to avoid dry shampoo at least for 3 weeks while your scalp treatment goes on. After that, you can continue doing it, but only once a week. We don't want to abuse dry shampoo because, as I say, dry shampoo dries you up. Okay, this one comes with a fondant hair protector. This is for a rinse out. This is a protection for your hair. Also, it seals it, each strand of hair, so it doesn't frizz up. Even if outside is at 100% humidity, it will stay down. Now, this one comes in two that you need to be taking. We also have the option of a little bit more expensive one, which is the Discipline shampoo. This one contains, let me tell you here, this one contains keratin. This is going to help your hair greatly to control it. With this one in specific, you only need to use it twice per week. You can use the other days the dry shampoo if you want. It's completely healing shampoo. It's more expensive than the first one that I show you, but I assure you that this one is gonna leave your hair completely silky and smooth, even in any hair type, curls, straight, anything. This one comes along with a Tegitali hair spray. This is going to add a little bit more of protection to your hair, okay? With that combination, it's going to work great. So these are the products that I believe will work great for your hair and for your particular problem. I believe not because it's the more expensive one, but because it's the best, that you should go with the keratin one. Especially with how your scalp is right now, that we're going to treat it with the cream in a moment. I believe this is going to help you greatly to resolve the frizziness along with the dryness of your scalp. It's a great combination to be using it together. Okay, so let's start with your treatment, your scalp treatment. Let me just put this up. Don't worry, we can do everything here in the chair. Just protect your clothing here. Now, in your case, I'm not gonna need to completely soak up your hair. We're just gonna do it in the roots, okay? Just close your eyes. There we go. Now, the way that you're going to be doing this at home, let me show you. This is a sample. Oh, it smells so good. So you're just going to add with your 2 fingers like this until it's filled up to this place. That's it. That's all you need. Okay. Well, let me start by saying that everything right here. Good. And now we apply the cream. So you don't need that much product, which is great because it's a very nice way to economize. Then you're gonna do it just like I'm doing it right now. You can feel the gentle circular movements in the area. You're not gonna scratch. You have to be very gentle with your scalp. Remember that it's a dry desert in there, and you wanna nurture. You wanna take care of it and help it heal. So let's say that is your skin of your face. You're gonna do it the same way, very, very gentle. This is a leave-on cream. That's why you have to add a little bit of product, okay? Because if you use too much, it tends to get a little bit oily. Now, you're gonna go all the way into your head, to the sides, and to the back. Normally it takes around, let's say, 20 minutes to start acting up. Then we just wash up the excess with a little bit of water and dry it up. Now, for this it's very important not to use any heat on your hair or scalp, which means no blow dryers until we are done with the treatment. Yeah, because it doesn't react well with the heat. There we go. I'll leave it for a little bit, and then we are gonna be adding the water to suck up some of the excess. Let me just update your information here with the products that I was telling you about. Okay, you're gonna go with this one. Both options are great, but this one is the best and it takes less time. Normally it takes a week. With the other one it takes around 3 weeks, as I was saying. Yeah. Okay, excellent. So I'm gonna write you up an information sheet where everything that I was telling you about, the way to massage your hair, it comes with pictures, and how many times per week you should use it, and the amount. Okay? Okay, very good. Let's remove the excess now. There we go. You can do the same at home. If you want to take a shower, then with a dry towel, you're gonna gently pat on your scalp like so. On the area. Know if it hurts, okay? It's a little bit too soppy. Okay, be careful. Here's a share. Okay, you're dripping wet. Now the key point here is to let it air dry. No heat whatsoever. You can use your blow dryer in the cold setting. Okay, I know it takes more time, but at least for a week it needs to be done like that. Okay. So now you can just brush it down. We have a bathroom here with hair products and hair brushes in a new container if you want to use it to style your hair. Okay, now we have everything here for you. Right here in the reception you can pick up your information sheet along with your products. We have it available here for you. Do you have any questions? Well, then it was a complete pleasure serving you today. In any case, if you have any doubts in the future, you can always call us or send us an email. Oh yeah, the bathroom is just right here, and there is the hair products that I was telling you about. I'll leave you to remember, blow dryer in cold. Okay, goodbye. Station. I see that you're a first timer here, right? Well, let me tell you how this works. Before we do any procedure or technique of lashes, we have to have a consultation to determine the type of lashes that is best for you and to see what works and what doesn't work in your specific case. Sometimes people want to come with this idea that big white lashes will look great, and even though it might in some cases, in other cases it looks over exaggerated, and we're here to help you find the best lash for you, the best technique, and I believe that's why you were requesting the consultation with us, right? Excellent. So, the first thing that we need to do is assess your current lashes, see how they are doing right now, and determine the best way we can make them look even more beautiful. Okay. I see that you're wearing some mascara. No, don't worry, it's completely okay. We just need to wash it off and the whole area of the eye, okay? Let me just protect your clothing here with a towel. I'm going to use a little bit of water so I can clean your eyes. Okay, I'm going to use this solution of eye wash. It's completely eye safe. It's not going to burn or anything, but it's the easiest way to remove mascara and eye makeup. Okay. It has a little bit of foam on it. So just so you know. I'm just gonna ask you to close your eyes completely. Even though it's completely safe, it won't burn your eyes, and it will be faster. Okay, eyes closed. Good. Yeah, it feels good, isn't it? It's much better than using just wipes. Wipes tends to take longer and pull the skin a little bit more. And with this, we give it a gentle massage in the area. Just need a little bit more of foam. keep your eyes closed, please. Now, tell me, what are you looking for in lashes? What are your goals before we start? Okay, you want to be able to wake up and just have beautiful lashes ready to go? Okay. You don't want the hassle to be putting false lashes, right? Okay. Yeah, so probably lash by lash technique will work for you, but we're gonna see in a minute. We have other techniques, but from what you're telling me, you want a full look, right? So let's start by checking your eyelashes. Okay, for this I'm gonna be very, very close to you. Is that okay? Okay, thank you. Now, okay. At first glance, what I see is that your lashes tend to be short. What do you normally use in your lashes? Just the mascara that I saw before? Okay. In some other cases, you use false eyelashes. Okay, yeah, they are definitely short. Have they ever been burned out? Maybe you had an accident or you were too close to a bonfire. Okay, because it seems like something like that may happen. Or have they been cut? I see some that have the same length, which is pretty odd for lashes to have the same length. Now we have to fix this with different size and length of lashes. So yeah, definitely lash by lash will be the optimal for you. Can you close your eyes, please? Now, how many times do you pass the mascara wand through your lashes to have it with volume as much as you want? Quite a lot, right? Yeah. Well, you consider your lashes to be easy to fall off when you're maybe scrubbing your eyes, or a little bit. You notice that your lashes fall off? Not really. Okay, that's good. Have you ever worn lash by lash techniques before? A friend did it for you? Oh, okay, that's what it was. Yeah, because it seemed like some parts are missing. There are some like lagoons here and there that we can definitely fill up with the lash by lash technique. Here it should be longer than what you have, but the main question should be how you wanted it. You want it pretty filled up, or you want it just to be regular lashes? Like right now I'm wearing false eyelashes, but they are in the normal range. They are not too big or not too small. There's just there. Maybe you can notice there. That is the common technique that we use on people that don't want their lashes to stand up too much. They want them like normal. We have smaller ones that I can show you in a bit. Just wanna do a little test here to see if they fall off too easily. There's one. Okay, what we can do is apply a little bit of, let me show you, right here. This is castor oil, which is perfect for lashes. It gives them strength and help them regrow. So we could use this on you before we start the whole treatment. Just to give them, the ones that you already have that are left, opportunity to continue living. In some cases, when we apply this kind of lashes, false lashes, the real ones, when we remove the falsies, they can pull up the real ones. So we want to prevent that with your lashes being strong enough to endure the glue that we're going to be using, and then when it's time to remove them, your eyelashes are not going to fall off with the false eyelash. Okay, so we want to prevent that. Oh, don't worry, it comes in the treatment. It's no extra cost. So yeah, definitely there is some fall off on you, and I would recommend to go with volume and length. Let me show you a few examples here. Let me just set this up in the computer, your special needs, because we have your client's information here. So in case you return and I'm not here, our other consultation agent can help you with that, okay? So you have weak lashes that are prone to fall. Must be careful with glue. And we're going to be providing castor oil treatment on lashes. So yeah, most definitely we're going to have to do the treatment today. And I'm going to send you home with a sample of the castor oil that you're going to be applying it at least 3 days before the treatment of your lashes, okay? So we have first this set that I really like and enjoy to put on first-time clients. These are into the normal range of lashes, as you can see here. You see they are not very thick, but right here at the beginning it completely covers the area where in your case you're missing some parts here and there. So you have your lashes, and when you apply mascara to these lashes, the ones that we're going to be putting on you, they're going to look even thicker. Kind of like what I'm wearing right now. Or you can wear it just like this, all natural. It looks like just lashes without mascara, and it's a very natural look that a lot of our clients that don't really wear makeup use all the time. They don't really want to put on any mascara. They just go with the lashes like this. Then we have the other options that are a bit more exotic, but we can accommodate it to whatever you want in length and volume. This one are also some clients' favorites. So now this, I want to show you the length that they have. You see how long they are? But minus that, I want you to see the thickness. That's what we want to accomplish with your lashes, because you are lacking volume. Maybe not in the length, but the volume, we want to make it even. It's something that I like. These ones are completely even. You can see the volume here. We can give it different kind of length. There is no problem with that. Or we can give it a little design, depending on your taste. This one are much more smaller, and most of our clients go for this type. So you can see here, it kind of has like a design. It goes up and down, up and down, up and down. It can be completely customized to your take. For your eyes and how strong your eyelashes are right now, I will go with this ones, with the first ones. Maybe adding a little bit more volume, like the boss ones. Like this one, it will be a combination of both, with the length of this ones, but the fullness of the bossy ones. It will be a great combination, and it will completely cover the parts of your eye that are missing lashes. I want to try this on you so you can see them. These are the exact size that you will be getting length-wise. I don't know if you can actually see here that it consists of two parts, the shorter and larger lashes, which we are going to be applying to you. Yeah, okay, so let me prepare your eyes for this. Put your head to the back, okay? Because it's getting in the way. Okay, let me just put it to the back. Let me know if it's too tight. I'm going to be using a cotton ball to clear your eyes from the wash soap, because it tends to be a little bit greasy, okay? I'm just gonna spray a bit of this so we can clean the area. Okay, can you close your eyes? Thank you. Very good. So while I'm applying this, I want you to notice how full it is. I'm going to apply it just in white on one eye so you can see the difference, okay? Here it is. which one has left. This one has less lash, so we're gonna apply it in this area, okay? Just gonna press it here. We're not gonna apply mascara or anything. We just wanted to make it look natural, like you just woke up and have your beautiful long lashes. So now this one is without eyeliner, mascara or anything. If we go with this design, this is how you're gonna be waking up, with this length and volume. Okay, now you can take the mirror here on the side and do a comparison on each eye. Yeah, actually the eye looks bigger. Even without using makeup, you look like you're wearing something, because eyelashes tend to just attract the vision to the eye, and in this case your eye look bigger. And if you add mascara to it just a little bit, you don't need to go many passes like you did before with your natural lashes. It's just gonna look amazing. So here, I'm not gonna poke you. I want you to feel the length and against your real lashes. Yeah, it seems like it's short, right? Looks kind of short, but once you touch it, you start feeling the length of the lash. Now, I want you to have that in mind. I'm gonna add a few lashes on top just to make it look fuller, okay? We're gonna go a little bit fuller like this one, but I'm just gonna add a few ones into the lashes. Don't worry, just close your eyes. The glue is gonna do itself. It's not permanent, it's just gonna stick into the false eyelash that I applied. Now, I'm just applying a few here and there just to add more volume without adding length. With this, what it's gonna do is make your eye look like you're wearing a eyeliner, a very slight liner, because it looks fuller. I go with this with clients that want to go a little bit more dressy, not so natural, just one level up of makeup. Kind of like wearing a bit of mascara. You're gonna completely notice the difference. There we go. And just one more. There. Oh, you can take a pic. Yeah, right? And I didn't even put that many lashes. I just put it in certain areas where it will turn into more volume and adds a little bit more of an eyeliner effect. Yeah, because of how thick it gets. Now imagine with more. Okay, so you want to go to the more natural side, like the first one. That's a very good choice. I think it will look very, very good on you. And for starter, it's just great. Okay, let me just set this up into your line formation. Do you already have an appointment for the eyelash procedure, or just browsing and want to see how it looks? You haven't decided yet? Well, that's completely okay, but I still need to fill out the information in case that you want to go ahead with it. So whenever you want to go ahead with it, you just come and we do the procedure. You don't have to go through the consultation again. Well, it depends if you change your mind and you want to go with bolder lashes. Okay, let me just remove the lashes again. What's that? Oh, you want to try in the other eye to see how it looks? Oh, yeah, great. Okay, we can do that. It's a little bit sticky. Okay, yeah, you can see how it looks. You also want me to remove the ones that I put on so it looks even? Yeah, no problem. Okay, try not to move. Eyes closed. Good. Excellent. I remove the other ones, okay? It's just easy to find. We just pull out the excess. Since the glue is not permanent, it's just stick into the false lashes. We just have to pull it off. Good. Okay, now you can take a peek. I think they look the best for you. It just makes your eyes look bigger. Very beautiful. So, okay, we are gonna go now with the castor oil treatment for your lashes. It's included, even if you don't want to go ahead with the lashes, it's included in your consultation. And the sample too. The sample lasts for 3 days. Now, I do really want you to use it because it will help your lashes get stronger. And even if you don't go ahead with the treatment, it's going to help them grow longer and faster. Okay, so you ready? Okay, we're gonna have to remove the lashes. If you wanna, maybe you wanna take a selfie with it. Yeah? Okay, go ahead, no problem. I'm just gonna finish filling out this. Don't be shy, take as many selfies as you want. You look very beautiful. Oh, you want to go ahead with it? I can book you right now. Oh, you want me for the lashes? Okay, well, for that, let me see when I have it open. Day. So you have to have 3 days of the castor oil. That's a must. I can have you next week today, if that's okay with you. Yeah? And around this time is okay with you too? Yeah? Excellent. So I have you booked for next week with me to apply your lashes, same hour, same day. Okay, let's remove those. Okay, eyes closed. I'm just gonna pull a little bit. Good. Eyes closed. There we go. I'm gonna have to clean your eyes again because it has a little bit of the glue, and with the castor oil we don't want anything like that. There we go. Now let me prepare the castor oil so we can do the massage. Okay, the same that I'm gonna do today is the same that you're gonna do at home, okay? I'm gonna need you to close your eyes. Make sure to just apply a couple of drops. Now this is important to do it without makeup, with eyes completely clean, so it's preferable to do it before going to bed with face completely washed, or you took a shower, no creams, anything, just like the castor oil, okay? Then with your thumbs, you're gonna do a gentle circular massage into your eyes. Like so. Very gentle. From one side to the other too. You don't want to put too much pressure. Like that. You're going to leave it there. Eyes closed. You're going to have ready 2 pads or cotton balls. And you're gonna apply it into your eyes for a little bit, okay? You're gonna be leaving the pad for, let's say, a minute. You can lie to bed on the sofa for a minute or 2, much better, so the castor oil gets absorbed, okay? Let me just finish up here your appointment details. Can I have your full name, please? Okay. Now, number that we can reach you. And email, please. Okay. Very good. Do you want to join our mailing list? Okay, that's okay. Do you have any skin allergies? When was when you told me that you had your eyelashes done by your friend? You can say like a year or 2 years ago. Okay, thank you. take out the pad. It's gonna be very bright. Okay, it's gonna feel very, very oily. Okay, you can open your eyes. It's completely eye free, safe. I'm sorry. Now, how you're gonna remove it? Here we use our gentle soap, which is completely eye safe. At home, you can use pH balanced soap with no perfumes or alcohol in it, and you're just gonna wash your face as you normally do, but without pressing your eyes too much. Okay, very good. So that's what we're gonna be doing. So we're just gonna go ahead with the foam. Clean your eyes. Close them. Okay, good. Your eyes closed, please. Very good. Okay, I'm not gonna need this anymore. Now your eyes are completely clean and clear of any oils. It's very important to take around 2 minutes for the castor oil to be absorbed. Okay, that's a very important key point, because if you don't do that, at least do it for 3 minutes. It's not gonna work. So you're gonna be doing this for 3 days. You have one today, tomorrow, and the day after tomorrow. Okay, at night, clean face, and we're gonna have you ready for next week. Let me just take this off your hair. And remove the towel here. That's protecting your clothing. I'm gonna give you an instruction manual about your castor oil, just how you're gonna take it, or you put it on and use it with the same easy instructions. It has some pictures on it, so you can follow it pretty easy. But in case you have questions, you can always call us or email us. Okay. Oh, how long does it last? Well, it normally takes around 8 weeks to start falling off, but it also depends on how well you take care of them. If you're someone that tends to scrub their eyes too much, they might start falling a little bit earlier, like in the 6th or 4th week. So we suggest you to not scrub your eyes. Very, very important. Whenever you take a shower, never look directly into the shower. Always look down and wash your hair if you want to do it. So never directly taking the water into your face, because it can make them fall if it's the stream too strong. You can swim, you can do whatever, you can take a bath or whatever, but not on the first 24 hours. After that, you can do whatever you want and wash your face. The only thing is just be mindful that you're wearing false eyelashes and they can fall. Also, if you tend to sleep on your head to your pillow, in the morning when you wake up, they might look a little bit messy. So all you need to do is get your eyelash wand like this, not with mascara, just a regular one. Put it in a little bit of water and just brush your lashes in place. You don't need to use anything else, just plain water and do it like that. But we're gonna give you a full set of instructions for that whenever you come in and do it here for you. Do you have any questions? Well then, let me just confirm your appointment for next week. Next week today at the same time. Okay? Now the only thing is that important that you're gonna have your castor oil treatment and you come without makeup in your face, makeup cream, sunscreen, anything like that. Okay? Very well, so it was a complete pleasure. I hope to see you next week and have a great time. Right here in the reception, they're gonna give you your sample. Okay, bye-bye. Oh my god, you and your trends. Okay, here. You want the wavy eyebrows. Yeah. The moment I saw that post, I thought of you. She will want those eyebrows. No, sweetie. I know you love that, and I'm here for you. Okay. So, I have been watching some tutorials on how to do it. I was breaking my head trying to figure out how they did it, but I had to take a peek on the tutorials, so I found out that it's all about glue. So we're gonna use a ton on you. So first of all, let's see how your eyebrows look right now. Okay, sweetie, it needs a little plucking. Okay, you haven't done anything to them for quite some time. Okay, don't worry, I can do it. Brought my hair. So we're gonna start giving it shape, your regular shape. I'm not gonna take anything that doesn't need to taken out. Yeah, my cats are here. Okay, sweetie. Raise your eyebrows like that. The good thing is that you have the perfect type of eyebrows for this. Yeah. You're not like me, mine are a little bit thinner, so it's harder for me. But yours are perfect for these. We're gonna shape it up. Just need to plug this out. I wish I had your eyebrows. I could do so much with them. But I have you to practice. Make you look even more pretty than you already are. A lot of baby hairs. So I think looks good. Just in the center, plucking this out. You know, I saw that pose that you sent me and I knew it. She will want that. Okay, we're gonna clean this area of your eyebrows so we can prepare it for the glue. I can touch this a little bit oily from the normal day, so I'm gonna use this serum to clean the area. I know it's your favorite. Okay. Just a few drops. There we go. Okay. Let's clean that up. Oh. Just like that. Okay. Let it out for a few seconds. Let's see your eyebrows tone. Okay.
I brought all my colors here for you, so I think for this wavy eyebrows we're gonna go with this tone. What do you think? This is Shadow Lady. Kind of looks like purple, but I think it's the right tone for you. Yeah? Or what do you think? Wanna go with that one? Okay, so let's put it aside here. Okay, so first let me brush them. I watched a bunch of tutorials on how to do this. There is the squiggly eyebrows and the wavy eyebrows, but the squiggly eyebrows are thinner, kind of line, but the wavy eyebrows are much prettier, I think, because the eyebrow is a bit wider, so you can play a lot with that. Yeah, mine are really thin, so I could go with the squiggly ones, but you know me, I'm not a big fan of trends. Maybe I'm just too old for them. Okay, so let's start with the magic. I'm gonna start with this glue, school glue, perfectly safe. It's for kids, so it's non-toxic and it won't damage you. It said that we should put a lot. This is non-sticky, so that will help. Let me pull this out. Okay, so I need you to do something for me. I need you to pull your eyebrows like this. Okay, like this with your hands. Can you do that? Okay, very good, just like that. Okay, I'm gonna put a lot of pressure here so we can put the glue. The trick here is to do the wavy when this is still fresh, so we're gonna need a lot for that, and I mean a lot. That's the trick. All this glue. This was from one tutorial I saw, but I don't know how the others do it. But I'm gonna do it like this because this is how I learned. Okay, there we go. Now I saw that they used a brush for that to start doing the waves in the eyebrows and a chapstick. I'm gonna start with this one. I haven't put in the other one because it will dry up when I do this. Okay, they're gonna pick here in the pictures to see how it is. Okay, so this way is up. Oh gosh, it gets sticky. This way down. This way up. Down. Up. You know what? I need more glue. It dries really fast. Didn't know that. Wasn't counting on that. Up and down. Up and down. Let me brush that in place. Okay. looks wavy. Yeah. Well, it's first time, so but we're gonna leave you perfect with your wavy eyebrows. Okay. There we are. Gosh, try so fast. And since you have a lot of eyebrows, it needs a lot. Down, up, there we go. Okay, let's see. Okay, we're gonna let this one dry out so we can start with the second part, and we're gonna do this one now. Again, a lot of glue. That's what I like about this one, but it dries so fast. I have to work really fast on this. No, it didn't let any crumbs or anything like that. Okay, yeah, has to be fast. Down, up, down, up, up. There we go. Okay, needs more. Yeah. This takes forever. But it's actually fun. Really, really fun to do. Okay. Has to be the same as the other one. Let me see. Okay. Okay. Down. Good. Kind of looks uneven, but okay, how can I fix that? There we go. Looks better. It looks really cute on you. And I haven't put on the makeup yet, but it looks really, really cute and adorable. Okay, there we go. There. Now we're gonna let it dry up for a little bit, and we're gonna start drawing the form. I'm gonna use this pencil for that. And then I want to fill it up with this eyeshadow for your eyebrows. Okay. Let me touch them. Shouldn't get sticky while touching them. Okay, almost there. A little hair was flying up. And there we go. Okay, so now we're going to start the drawing now that it's dried. Okay, so let's start with this one. Let me see. Yep, it's completely dry. So here the trick is to do as a normal eyebrow, but following the waves. There we go. Yeah, that makes a difference. Now below. Here. Yeah. Yeah, I can see it. It's really cute. The good thing about this glue is that once it's dry, it's completely smooth. Doesn't have any crumbs or any debris like other ones. That's what I I got that one. Really nice for this. Okay. Looks great. Now this one. This is kind of the line art. After doing the line art, we're gonna do the coloring or the fill up. Okay. Let's see. Yeah. You're gonna do your full makeup now through this. Okay. Oh, you're into a party. Yeah, I knew about that one, but no. I'm kind of tired. Yeah, I need to rest for a little bit. Remember I was sick? Well, I need to rest. Okay. Line art, it's over. It's completely gorgeous. Super cute. Even like this, it goes well, but we're gonna do the fill up because you have a few little spots that need that because I was wiggling a lot, so he got a little spots that look a little bit empty, so we're gonna fill it up. I'm gonna use this one and my little brush. Okay, close your eyes. The trick here is not to use too much. Make it look natural, like it's your own eyebrows. So I kind of like to do it like I'm drawing your hairs, but with the eyelash. Wow, the difference between the two eyebrows now with the fill up. It's amazing. Love it. Once you're done with your full makeup, you're gonna break hearts. Okay. You know something? I will have to put a sealer in your eyebrows, I think. I don't know if with the heat and maybe you will sweat, this will fall off. I don't know. I'm not sure. I've seen a lot of RuPaul's Drag Race and they keep using this glue all the time. And it looks so natural on them, but it's actually hard to use it. It was my first time. Okay, there we go. Oh gosh, looks so cute. I'm just gonna frame it now with the concealer underneath and in the top, okay? Just so it shows up like that. Now you can do your full makeup, okay? Okay, sweetie. I am done with your cute, adorable, wavy eyebrows. Oh gosh, they look so cute on you. Here, look at the mirror. You like it? Well, it looks completely adorable. Now you just need to finish up your makeup and you're ready to go. You will impress people at the party. They want to be like What is that? That looks so cute. Mm-hmm. No, it was my pleasure. I'm always here to help you. Yeah, yeah. You know, trends are not for me. I was doing this just for you. No, no, no. Have fun, okay? We'll see you later. And take care.